Hello students. After having understood the reasons, the data of unemployment, the types, now we want to know what has government done, how government helps to reduce unemployment. I received one question of a student in comment section that if so many poverty alleviation programs, then why unemployment, why poverty? You will discover after these 8 that why poverty, why unemployment. If not, I'll let you know. The first one is what government did. Government has aimed a very high growth rate. It's 10%. New fields to be opened up to create employment. When we understood the reasons of unemployment, one out of them was there is no more opportunity only. Then where to accommodate people? The population growth rate is high. People wanting to work is ever increasing, but then jobs are not there. Those jobs that are there, people are already occupied with. So here in the 5-year plan and in the upcoming budget or maybe in the upcoming financial year, it is expected that if the growth rate increases, then there will be new opportunities coming up for people to work in. Second is stress on labor intensive industry. We do want factories, we do want industrialization, but then we do not want factories that are totally automated or maybe robot operated. We want people to be engaged. We want people to make money out of it. So labor intensive industries are promoted. They are given stress. They are given all the support. The third is employability skills to be imparted to enable youth for occupancy. See, we have young people, we have people wanting to work. They are kind of literate also, as we know the data that there is more of educated unemployment in India. So then here employability skills are given. Training centers are run by government. They train people and they train such skills where they become workable, where they become employable. If they have some skills, they can be recruited, they can be hired, they can make money, and that's how the unemployment can be reduced. So the first 3 is higher growth rate, more labor intensive industries and more skills in youth so that they don't remain unemployed. The fourth one is certain programs run by government, program like Make in India, Skill India, Digital India, they are boosted too, and that has boosted the job opportunity. Make in India is don't import, let the factory come here so that people of India can get work. Skill India is like this, giving skill to people and supporting them with all the infrastructure needed so that they come up with their own factories, they come up with their self-employment. Digital India, this is a very, very praiseworthy branch, a praiseworthy program. How it has enhanced jobs, I tell you. See, all the government departments, it includes the central government, the state government and even the local government. You go in any municipal corporation, all the birth certificates, the death certificate, everything is digitalized. And when Digital India is there, it's not the old age people who are going to get work. I mean, they are already there, but then the young talent who is techno freak is going to get job. So this Digital India, Make in India, they are all indirectly pushing towards employability, employment. Even those who are not literate enough, those who are willing to work, for them short-term diploma courses are introduced to promote employment. In what fields? Field very basic, see, spinning, weaving, tanning, catering, event management. These are the areas where you don't need to be super skilled. Just given a basic training, just helped with the basics and a little of experience and you are through. So these are the areas where government is laying stress upon so that the employment is increased and so the poverty elevates by its own. So the sixth one is rural unemployment solutions. Now the first 5 that we saw, they were all urban connected, city related unemployment. Now this is village related. Here what the try is made that the rural poor, the rural unemployed get some work. So new land under irrigation. Now see, land cannot be created nor can it be shifted. but the ones that is already in the village but is not in use can be made fertile and can be brought under cultivation, so that some other people will get job of developing it, and then once it is developed, then something can be cultivated on it. Water and electricity for every field. We saw in the poverty area that why village farmer is poor is because of uncertainty of rain, and because government cannot do anything in terms of providing electricity and irrigation. So here there is an attempt made wherein more water and electricity is supplied, and there is development in various fields promoted so that people can occupy themselves. It's in the field of poultry, fishing, cattle rearing, dairy, organic farming, dry farming, multi-cropping, horticulture. Few you must be aware about. Let us see the hen chicken rearing, poultry, the creation of artificial pond and developing fishes, and from that fishery. Cattle rearing, any cattle, milch cattle that gives them some second end income as well. Dairy, pure milk business, maybe supplying milk or milk products also, yogurt or buttermilk or ghee. This will help them keep themselves occupied, keep themselves employed. Organic farming, very high in demand, requires lot of human effort, so more people can be employed, and most importantly a good money giving business. Dry farming, in the regions where water is less, some crops require less water by default, so those crops are promoted. Multi-cropping, not only once in a year or not only one crop over years, but then they should be repeated so that the soil fertility gets balanced and you get more production out of the same land. And horticulture, growing of fruits and vegetables, the one that is always needed and the one that requires again more employment, so boosting them. Next is promoting industrial growth. We all know, students, that like I explained before, that if there is a machine and that machine requires 4 people, then for its lifetime it will require 4 people only. So then what employability here they are talking about? Here they are wanting, government is wanting that there will be more entrepreneurship spread. From entrepreneurship, I could recollect that I conduct entrepreneurship development program for teenagers to inculcate the qualities of being an entrepreneur, and that really helps them. So if you are interested, please ask me in the comment section. So government also wants that there would be more of entrepreneurs. So government is promoting entrepreneurship skills, entrepreneurship trainings, and all the support. See, government wants that people will have high managerial skills so that they can find some work. Government is ready to give financial help. There is increase in financial help from government. There is increase in research. What research laboratories and individual cannot set up to promote industry, to come up with newer industries, government is ready to do. You research, you do, I'll give you resources, but you set up an industry so that people get job. Support to women. It's not only men segment or urban segment or rural segment. It's about women in India also who's getting a lot of support because they are a major unemployed people, not because they are wanting to work and they are not getting, but they are not willing to. So here, if they also work, then there will be a difference in the family. So support to women. More encouragement for self-employment. Government does not want people to be liability on government. See, here comes the question of your answer, that there are so many problems. There is a lot of poverty. Government has implemented so many programs, both to remove unemployment and to remove poverty. Why still there are so many unemployed? Why still there are so many poor? And being educated also, there is a high ratio of unemployment. Why? It is because few people, they feel that everything government will do. No beta, in this huge population, it's not possible. I give you a simple example. In your family, if it's you and your mom dad will pay proper attention to you. But if in your family there are 20 people, your grandparents, your uncle, your aunt, their children, then will your parents be able to pay as much attention as if you were alone and they were two to focus on you? No, right? Another example, in your classroom, if there are 70 students and you are going to some other place also to learn where there are only 10 students, you will feel the difference in quality because the attention is with lesser people. Same with India. In India, there are so many inefficient people, there are so many dependent on government. Government has many things to do and you have only one thing to do, your career. Why not focus on that? Why not be self-employed? Why to be a burden on society? Why to be a burden on government? Government's duty is to see that people do not suffer. Government's duty is not to make each one Ambani. It's your duty, right? So there are people who are not motivated, who are not hardworking, who are not willing to work, and they probably are major share of all this. And for them, it's government who's doing so many things. Yeah, taking a lot of pain. But it's not possible till the attitude of everybody improves. Coming out of traditional business, I have seen so many people that they study a lot and then they finally end up joining their dad's traditional business. And then they complain that there is not much growth in my dad's business. So you do something else, ne? Diversify. Government also wants that you should do something different so that you will require people and so then the employment will be generated, right? So industrial growth is promoted, rural growth is promoted, and one more. Like we have matchmaking centers, Shadi.com, wherein a groom and a bride registers. Same way, this is a matchmaking center for employment. It's known as Employment Exchange Center. There are 947 employment centers in India. What they do, workers wanting to work, those workers who are looking for work, whether they are skilled or non-skilled, they are wanting to work. And factory owners needing manpower, those factory people who are wanting people to give job, they are connected by government. So there is a register maintained in every government department wherein the job seekers and the givers, they are matched. There is also one magazine coming up to provide employment information where job is available. The name is Rozgar Karkirdi. So government does a lot. What do you do for your career is up to you, right? So what in general and what in specific always will make difference. So they are the efforts to reduce unemployment in India. Along with that, there is one more topic. The name is World Labour Market. We were talking about people who are not employed in India. But now when we are globalized, those people who are not finding job here can, and if they are skilled, they are not happy with Indian jobs because they feel they are ill paid, they can now migrate to some other countries as well. Now world is, a globe is one family. So World Labour Market says that the laborers from one country to another country are exchanged. Many talented people, many engineers, doctors, they work in USA. Many students, they go to Canada for work. Many students settle down in Australia. First they study there, then they settle down. And they are labor market there, right? Same way, many country students, they come in India, they study here. They may shift here permanently and they may work here. So now there is no geographical boundary is what I am trying to say. World labor market, the labor market is global. It's a world. You can find job anywhere. I've seen so many people working in Dubai. The chartered accountants, the plumbers, the electricians. I go across advertisement in newspaper that these number of people are required in so and so country. If you have talent, if you have ability to work, then you can get work anywhere. All that you need is to accept what you get. If you are stubborn enough that this is my set of mind of a job, I want this only, you might be unemployed, right? So it's about inefficiency, it's about non-willingness to work, it's about inflexibility is what I feel. So please keep away from them. Bye-bye.